Is there one more disaster? I think the AI pump and dump is the next one. That will be just like the dot-com boom and bust. We've always had Australia, UK, and Canada as the beta tests. The governments are going to be replaced with AI, and the AI is going to be controlled by those that own the assets, the infrastructure, the chips, the data centers. The Beijing meeting consisted of all those that control that AI control grid. And the second China wants to rug pull and reset the world order, they could rug pull the stock market. Trump did everything he was paid to do. And the World Economic Forum will make sure that crypto is used so that they own the asset. You will own nothing. And how are they going to make you happy? Engineer a pump and dump in the AI bubble, which China can burst at any time. And what will they replace you with? A universal basic income. So they built all the layers, and China gets to leverage that because FIT can't infiltrate China.
We talked a little bit about AI, but one thing that was on my radar recently, which seems to be moving both very quickly in both the UK and in Canada, is this push for digital ID verification. You can't have to be over 16 to be on social media. I was curious, in your view, if that is the tick imposing itself on these governments as well, or if it's perhaps unrelated.
Yeah, absolutely. So all the technology was tested in the Palestinian laboratory. What they rebuild in Palestine is what they would like to do around the world. That's the beta for all the technology that makes its way to our smartphones that was originally innovated for killing people. And that's why Israel was there, to have plausible deniability so that the MIT can test this technology, the TIC can test this technology in Africa and in the Middle East and in the war zones. Once it's sufficiently beta tested, it then gets acquired into companies like Apple, Microsoft, the Magnificent Seven. And then it gets deployed through false flag operations and false narratives across the West. We've always had Australia, UK, and Canada as the beta tests.
Yep.
It's always covertly done in America, through NSA operations. But then it becomes overt. And in order to go overt, you need false flags. So you need narratives like domestic terrorism, which is why you really manufacture immigration crisis, which is why you radicalize people into these different algorithms. But yeah, what we've got is the next phase. So what Keir Starmer, who predominantly is I'd say more Mick and Fick funded. So, he's the one that pushes the whole with, apparently the Brits are still trying to save democracy by sending weapons to Ukraine so that they can cipher off money laundering and prop up the stock markets. Apparently we're still trying to defend democracy there. So European Union, NATO, and UK are pushing out that BS. They'll do that till the last Ukrainian is dead. They don't care. Mick will just carry on. And the longer you believe that, the more you're supporting that. It's complete BS. And then on the TIC side, there's been a lot of funding of groups via Israel, like Tommy Robinson. These different divide and conquer, white nationalist movements, anti-immigration movements, then the pro-Palestinian, then the Jews rule the world, just real divide and conquer, all sorts of...
Just turn up the heat on everybody.
All sorts of craziness. As you're taking people deeper and deeper into poverty, which those that don't own the assets are going to get worse, they're going to get less and less benefits because the end goal is a universal basic income. That's the end goal.
Yeah.
And the universal basic income is to supply enough money to those that are on the wrong side that don't own the assets, where they can still consume to prop up the valuations of the AI stocks that control everything, the social credit scores, the artificial intelligence, the stable coins, and the central bank digital currencies. And so you can see the slow transition. So in UK, you had the ratcheting up of those narratives that led to the pre-crime arrest technology, where they were scraping all the social media in order to arrest people before they actually took the actions. And a lot of that was happening in Canada, UK trucker style things, Australia, and UK. And these are the ones where you get the biggest, narratives around immigration. So you make people broke, and then you give them an other. And then once they got an other, they can say, the source of my problems is you, Keir Starmer, and you, the immigrants, when they just don't know Mick, Fick, and Tick are paying and in charge, and they're just serving their lobbies. And then the next one they did was, freedom of speech, not freedom of reach. They allow us all to talk online, but we're building our social credit score. You had Genius Act, Clarity Act, that is stable coins. European Union doing central bank digital currencies along the China side. Then the next one you need everyone to be forced to give their data in order to use the internet. So you create a narrative around, we don't want our children consuming pornography.
It's always
every
kids.
Parent in the world will relate to that. Just like every person in 9/11 said, we got to get those terrorists after they blew up the World Trade Center. And so you just keep going with these different things. And now all of a sudden, we're protecting the children. But now, in order for anyone in the UK to use the internet, they need to either have a digital ID, or they need to verify and download an app in the UK and give all their data. That will eventually be integrated with their stablecoin or central bank digital currency, depending on the path for that country, which will then only be spent for national security and because of domestic terrorists, which will be false flag operations that they'll create. And if you don't create them, if they don't radicalize you enough so you create them, then they'll create them, the MI6, CIA, Mossad. If they get caught, it's the whole, Israel controls us, blackmail operation, plausible deniability. So the next thing is, and then you download the app, and then the app will say you cannot spend your money eventually unless you get this digital ID, and this makes up your digital ID. Eventually, then it will be saying in the energy crisis, we need you to compete with these AI data centers. So you get a tokenized carbon credit score. And you have to trade your ability to access this energy. And the World Economic Forum agenda, which is 100%, I know some of your other guests believe that Trump's fighting that. I mean, Trump has done more for the World Economic Forum agenda. But that's the uni party. I don't want to say, that I don't want to get in that left-right BS, because it's just complete BS at this point. They all get paid by Mick, Fick, and Tick, and they all serve certain allegiances more. And Trump has been Tick and Fick, transnational capital and the technical industrial complex, which is World Economic Forum.
Peptides have exploded over the last year. Search interest just hit an all-time high, and people are searching peptides more than AI right now. One company I actually trust in the space is Real Peptides, and here's what I've been running. BPC 157 was the biggest standout for recovery. Tessa and Ipamorelin helped me put on the most size I've ever had. Trinity X, a GLP-3, was incredibly potent for appetite control, and DSIP has become my go-to for sleep when I need a reset. Sourcing matters a lot, and Real Peptides is research use only, third-party tested, and even endotoxin tested, which few do. So hit realpeptides.co or scan the QR code on the screen and use code BTC Sessions for 40% off your first purchase. One company I like pointing people to when they ask about Bitcoin mining is Abundant Mines. They were founded by Bo and Christine Turner after losing over $500,000 to broken promises in the mining industry. And they built their hosting model to remove the usual headaches. With Abundant Mines, you own your machines and keep 100% of the Bitcoin you mine. There's no revenue share, no hidden skims. Pricing is simple. One flat monthly fee covers power, parts, labor, and repairs. They also guarantee uptime. If a machine goes down, their hash rate redirect system routes hash power from their fleet, so earnings don't just stop, and every machine is insured at full replacement value. Everything is hosted in the US, powered by Hydro, and mining equipment may qualify for 100% year one bonus depreciation. Learn more at abundantmines.com/sessions.
If draining the swamp means handing over to the swamp, then Trump did an awesome job for Tick, Mick, and Fick. And everything makes sense if you can just re-collaborate who Trump works for. If you think Trump works for the American people, then nothing makes sense. If you think he works for transnational capital with some compensation of wars for Mick, with an Orwellian technocratic governance structure for Tick, then Trump did everything he was paid to do. And the World Economic Forum will make sure that crypto is used so that they own the asset. You will own nothing. And how are they going to make you happy? Engineer a pump and dump in the AI bubble, which China can burst at any time, as we described in the last interview.
Yep.
Through the stock market, commodity market, or bond market. And what will they replace you with? A universal basic income. So they built all the layers. Maybe J.D. Vance is that guy, the Palantir's guy, Peter Thiel's guy. Maybe there's a regime change into the Democrat. It doesn't matter. They'll corner both sides to get the same agenda. But you will own nothing and be happy means, let me translate this for you. They custody, you leverage, you get the token, you get the Wall Street wrapper, the stock, the vehicle. And when they rug pull it from you, and you've got no Bitcoin in self-custody, they give you the universal basic income so that you are happy. And what will the universal basic income be? It will be just enough stable, programmatic, social credit score powered stablecoin that is spent into propping up the economy to concentrate more wealth into those that own the assets and those that own the AI at the end of this. And so I think where we came from this is there one more disaster?
Yeah.
I think the AI pump and dump is the next one. And that will be just like the dot-com boom and bust. The second wave of investors, so the VCs and the private equity and the FIC and the IPO and the investment banks and the commercial banks, they just made all their money through the IPO. That's done.
Yeah.
Then
do you think they'll wait for the unlock period, and do you think they'll wait for Anthropic and OpenAI to go public as well?
I do, yes.
Okay.
So Trump his job is to do fiscal dominance. Kevin's wash is to facilitate that. This will lead to that ginormous pump that gets all the capex and malinvestment to build all this new AI infrastructure. But what's interesting about the AI infrastructure is it expires in 3 years. You need to reinvest again in 3 years with all the latest chips. Where's all that money coming from? And so the private credit market is the too big to fail. That's how you get your QE. And the justification for it is national security, because we don't want China to win the AI race.
Yeah. Which, by the way, you're already seeing in terms of like, I always feel like Canada's like the test bed for stuff. So not only we're getting like digital ID and under 16, and they're going to have either digital ID or like age estimation, or you got to upload your information, which is already terrible too. But Canada's now going down this AI for all route, which is just absolutely ridiculous. We don't have the money to actually fund the infrastructure, and they're shooting themselves in the foot the entire way, including people keep trying to fight data centers. But I just thought it was really interesting on that point that we're already seeing U.S. neighbor saying, hey, as a matter of our own security and interest, because we don't want to be reliant on the U.S., we now have to do the Canadian government AI plan. I feel like they're always testing here first before trying down south.
Yeah, the governments are going to be replaced with AI, and the AI is going to be controlled by those that own the assets, the infrastructure, the chips, the data centers, the rare earth minerals, and that is a partnership between the FIC and China. The FICTIC in China. That is what was the the Beijing meeting. The Beijing meeting consisted of all those that control that AI control grid. And the second China wants to rug pull and reset the world order, they can just use the fact that they've got the gold and the West has the derivative contracts that are not backed by gold in the commodity market. They can sell their bonds to blow out the yields on the 30-year and 10-year, giving the justification for the Fed to print more money in order to get those yields back down, which means that the FIC gets the yield at the same time. China can just sell their bonds in order to do that, or Japan. Or they can do another DeepSeek moment and say, hey, by the way, all of that CapEx you just spent, you didn't need to spend it. Here's an infrastructure that doesn't require all of that. And by the way, you got to spend it again in 3 years. So they could rug pull the stock market. Not to say they will, but they can. And that's in partnership with FIC, and FIC will reposition. And so the moment, and remember, wasn't Trump meant to be taking on the Fed?
Yeah.
The Fed has the whole market cornered. If they increase rates or decrease rates, that tells the story of everything from here. The whole market has never been more sensitive to that.
Yep.
And if you want to bail it out, you bail it out with some stable coins, which helps the TIC agenda, the World Economic Forum agenda. And so now you have all the knobs and all the bits and bobs you need for the complete control by FIC and TIC. And MIC had to leave the Middle East, and they get Europe and Central and South America. And China gets to leverage that because FIC can't infiltrate China.
Yep.
And China knows that. This is why we have these capital controls and, making sure that no company is ever bigger than the Chinese government. Is a defense mechanism. I'm not saying you'd want to live there, but that's the strategy. That's how you stop the infiltration by FIC. The tokenization, the privatization, the securitization that leads to currency wars, installation, colored revolutions, regime changes, IMF debt dependencies, and the removal of all sovereign ability and dollarization of your economy.
Hey, you. Yes, you watching the Bitcoin price movements and the latest exciting news. It's awesome to stay informed, but the real power of Bitcoin comes from taking control. Don't just watch, take action. Head over to btcsessions.ca/learn for free step-by-step tutorials that guide you through every major skill you need to know, plus full video playlists for deeper dives on any topic you like. And if you're ready for the ultimate fast track, scroll to the bottom and check out bitcoinmentor.io for premium one-on-one experience with my team of Bitcoin experts to ensure you get it right the first time. Don't wait. Secure your Bitcoin future today. Hit the link in the show notes or scan the QR code on the screen.